Alright, so, thinking about things, like, so, one of the things that's on my mind is, like, the future of YouTube. Like, this is one of the things that's been on my mind. Uh, in the back of my mind, like, I've come to realize, like, YouTube is, like, gonna be predominantly the media platform of, my lifetime. And that's just how it is. Um, like, I know that's a strange thing to open a video on, but, for me, like, YouTube is just a place to upload videos of, like, my Minecraft world. Like, when I started this year off saying, like, I was gonna, like, upload, like, me playing through Minecraft, like, 20 minutes at a time, and then I was like, no, screw that, that's dumb. Let's change up the format. Um, Nowadays I just, like, upload, like, teeny tiny bits of progress and whatnot. Because that's what I want to do. But YouTube as a whole, I really don't know what the future holds for a lot of people, including myself. Um, Lately, like, I've noted there's a lot of, like, ads, like, more ads than normal. And, like, I don't quite think it's, like, as bad as people are making it out to be. But I really think that YouTube has to, like, start putting in more ads because it's getting harder for them to make money. And I really think it's actually getting harder for people to make money on, like, YouTube as a whole. Like, it's still gonna be, like, predominantly the most popular platform for my lifetime, really. Alright, I put a ladder on the back of this, right? Yeah, I did. Like, it's been so long since I built this. And let's, just go ahead and, like, offload, like, one or two more. There we go. But I don't see myself ever, like, making a lot of money off of this. YouTube has entered the age of where it has established itself. YouTube was established, like, when was YouTube made? Let me look this up here. Um, when was YouTube made? Yeah, in 2005. So it's been 17 years since YouTube was established. That's a long time. Like, I was like 9 years old. 9 or 8-ish. About that time when YouTube was established. That's not a long time. If you think about it. So that is a thing. We're gonna go ahead and, like, remove the bamboo here. Like, we need to remove this. Like, this is becoming a problem. But that's a long time on the internet. The internet, like, goes by in a flash. Like, what's popular one day just disappears off the internet the next. Like, that's just how it works. How the internet works. Thing is, though, is, YouTube has impressive staying power. Like, I could not imagine a world without YouTube nowadays. Because YouTube has just become such a predominant thing, nowadays. And we're just gonna go ahead and, like, plant, half of these. There we go. Like, YouTube has impressive staying power, but the thing is, it's, content creators don't. And that's something at the back of my mind. I'm like, wait a moment. Well, not all content creators, don't have staying power. Some content creators have had very impressive staying power, like, say, God, I don't want to say Pewds, because that's, like, the obvious answer, but, like, what more can you say? That guy's been around for a while. And it is raining, so I cannot do anything down here. And gosh darn it, that alpaca guy opened up my, thing there. So, we'll just go ahead and head on down in here. Like, if you look at the way things are right now, there's no reason for me really to, like, do YouTube as a career, realistically. The only way you could really justify doing YouTube as a career is if you get established nowadays. And that's not something that's gonna happen. Not by a long shot. Alright, that's gonna go on ahead. Like, we're digging to, like, Z of 175. Or something like that. It doesn't really matter. But I've come to, like, this, like, realization that YouTube may or may not be, like, a good place for people to make money in the future. And I'm looking at this, like, from a, like, development standpoint. For growth. YouTube definitely is not the, oh no. Well, I'm not getting that back. Well, we'll just have to go with that. Alright. But I don't see myself growing on YouTube, to be honest. Part of the problem is like, I really don't post what a lot of people would consider interesting. Like, I mainly post just me having fun playing video games. Like, that's not something a lot of people would consider interesting. Well, some people might, but, not a lot of people would. And I am, like, looking down there, like, wondering just how the heck I am gonna explore that. Because I don't feel like doing that right now. But, like, I have plans for, like, what we're gonna be uploading here in the future. Alright, so this needs to be, like, up to here. So we need to dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. 6 high, technically. So this needs to be out of the way. But I guess we can just go ahead and move on here and, like, start gathering things that are, like, posted around. But I really want to change up, like, my style of content after this year. Because as things are right now, I'm not happy with the way I've been doing things. But I also am not in a position to, like, change up how I record things. Mainly due to the fact that I'm in a master's program, and I'm trying to do daily uploads until the end of the year. Which, in hindsight, is pretty dumb. I should not have, like, set that goal for myself. And I've already failed at one point, but I want to see if, like, I can at least post, like, as much as I can. Because, like, making videos is my hobby, and I enjoy my hobby. But I can't see this being a job. I don't think I would enjoy it if it was a job, really, now that I think about it. Like, I am already stressed enough as is about, like, my non-job stuff. If I turn this into, like, an actual job, I would be stressed all the time. But, I'm thinking, like, come January, I think we'll switch over to, like, doing weekly videos instead. That sounds like a more reasonable thing to do in the scheme of things. Because weekly videos is definitely something that's manageable. And if I have to, like, push back, like, dates on things, I can do that. Do that much easier, much more easily with, like, a weekly upload schedule instead of, like, a daily upload schedule. But, I also know that, like, Minecraft videos, unless you're, like, collaborating with people, which I'm not doing, that's part of my problem, is I don't collaborate with anyone. So, like, part of the problem is, I am an old man. I am turning 26. As far as, like, content creators go, that's, like, the average age for somebody who's been doing this for a while on YouTube. That pretty much means I am, like, super behind the curve on, like, content creation compared to, like, my age group, peer-wise. Which is problematic if you're trying to get into YouTube from, like, a logistical point of view. Like, it's never too late to start creating, but it's really hard to catch up to other creators when you want to grow your channel. And obviously, of course my channel has grown this year. I went from, like, 10 to almost 30 subscribers, which is impressive because that from a technical standpoint, that means I've tripled my subscriber count. What's not impressive is the fact that I don't get consistent views whatsoever. Like, on average, I get 0 views. So, yeah. Not so impressive, buddy. But that's just the way it is. And I am, like, marking out, like, where the jack-o'-lanterns are going. I am thinking ahead right now. But, like, thinking ahead, like, I know for a fact that... Am I bleeding? Huh. No. I'm not. I'm fairly certain that's just condensation from the Coke can. Yeah. Sorry for that, like, brief lapse of thought. But I don't see my YouTube channel growing. And like when you look from my eyes as like somebody who's like always been taught to be super critical of things, it is concerning, but like there's no reason to be like super upset about it though, because it's not something I can control. Because people are either interested in my content or they're not, and that's just it. Like that's just how it works. Like I can't force people to like my content. Like, I'm not some sort of, like, wizard who's capable of, like, sending thought suggestions to people's mind to, like, instantly make them like my content. No. The world doesn't work like that. While I'm at it, let's go ahead and grab all these, clay blocks. Like, I might as well start collecting clay, as I go along here. But the reality of things is like YouTube is something that my YouTube channel is something I would like to grow, and I want to like actually grow it. Like right now, it's kind of like the equivalent of like a tree that's on life support. Well, unnecessary life support. It can grow without it, but there needs to be some sort of way to, like, make it actually grow instead of, like, well, make it grow faster. I need to add fertilizer. Like, I'm not making a good analogy here. My analogies and metaphors are not my strong point, today, it seems. Like, it's just how it is. Apparently. But, you know what? We're gonna collect all this clay, while we're over here. Because I could just use some of this, material. Like, it's not like I'm gonna use this for anything else. But I am happy with, like, what I've been doing with my channel, though. Like, I can at least say that. Like, I'm happy that I've been able to upload on a fairly consistent basis. Because up until this year, I had never been able to do that. Like, when my brother lived with me, I was never able to, like, upload on a regular basis because our internet was crap. Like, that's another thing, is if your internet's crap, you can't upload videos on a consistent basis. Like, I used to upload them from, college on, like, over Wi-Fi, and that's terrible, by the way. Don't do that. Uploading over Wi-Fi is terrible. Upload over Ethernet. Much faster. Yeah, that was something that took me forever to learn. But here I am, I'm like 26, and I'm entering like a period of my life where I'm just now like figuring out what I want to do with my life. Well, I've figured out what I wanted to do with my life. It's just a matter of like, oh hey, I'm actively gonna have to keep working for this. And keep working hard. Otherwise, I won't reach my goals. And I would like to see my YouTube channel grow. That is my goal for next year, aside from, like, finishing up my master's program. There's two things I want, right now. To grow my YouTube channel, and finish my master's. And both of those are really hard to do, but it's doable. But I have to put in a lot of work. And it's gonna take me a while to get there. Like, there's no denying that. So, just bear with me as, like, we go along this, like, road here. We've got a long way to go. And my future here on YouTube is kind of uncertain after this year. Like, I'm not sure, like, how long I'm gonna be able to consistently upload. Because at some point, I'm gonna eventually have to move out. And I'm gonna have to eventually find my own place. And I'm gonna have to, like, see what it's like to upload there. Because one of the things one of the earliest things I learned about doing YouTube was the fact that if your internet sucks, you're kind of just screwed. Like, that's just the way it is. Your internet sucks, you're screwed. Like, hands down, that is, like, the truth of things. Like, you have a terrible internet connection? Well, like, good luck, man. Because, like, from my own experience, if you have terrible internet, have a terrible internet connection, you can hardly, like, upload anything. Like, I distinctly remember when I started out on YouTube, like, trying to upload, like, a 20-minute video was, like, a 4-hour upload. And that was, like, part of the reason why I didn't upload videos. Or couldn't, even. Like, I would leave my computer alone for a couple of hours in, like, thinking it would be okay to upload. And, like, no. My brother would come in at, like, some odd time and, like, shut off my computer. Or shut off the upload. Like, I would try to upload, like, at the start of the day. Turns out he's, like, in a League of Legends match at, like, 6 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, well, screw me. I guess I just can't upload. And that's kind of sad. But it's the way it was.